This is the fourth video on coordinate geometry. In it I'll be showing you how to obtain the equation of a circle. Suppose we have a circle whose centre is the origin, and we have a point here, P, on the circumference of the circle, and of course we can move the point P around the circle like this, and P has coordinates, the x coordinate and y coordinate. Now the equation of the circle is a relationship between the x and y coordinate. Now a circle always has a fixed radius. So r here, the red line, is always fixed. Here I've got r equal 5. The x and y coordinates are given by the lengths p in blue and q here in green. And we know from Pythagoras' theorem p squared plus q squared is r squared. And it doesn't matter whether we have p in the first quadrant or the second quadrant, because when we square it, we always get positive numbers. So here we have both x and y are both negative, but squared gives us positive, and p squared plus q squared is r squared. Now in this case, p is the x coordinate and q is the y coordinate. And so we can say the equation of the circle is x squared plus y squared, because p is x and q is y, equals r squared, and in this case r is 5, so x squared plus y squared is 25. If I increase r, here r is 7, x squared plus y squared is 49. Decrease it, r is 3, r is 2, r is 1, and those here are the equation of those circles. So for an equation of a circle, centre of the origin and radius r, we have x squared plus y squared equals r squared from Pythagoras here. Now supposing we move the centre, here I've got my circle still radius at 5, but the centre is now at 4, 2. So we want to know what the equation of this circle is. Well, we can still move p around the circle, and we still have the relationship from Pythagoras' theorem that p squared plus q squared is r squared. But this time p isn't the x coordinate. The x coordinate here of is p plus 4, which is the coordinate, the x coordinate of the centre, and the y coordinate of p is 2 plus q, where 2 of course is the y coordinate of the centre. So the equation is still derived from Pythagoras' theorem. We have p squared plus q squared is r squared wherever p is on the circle, but p is the x coordinate minus 4 and q is the y coordinate minus 2. So the equation it comes from the Pythagoras theorem. P squared is x minus 4 squared, q squared is y minus 2 squared, and that must equal 25, which is r squared. If I move the centre around, and we can have the centre over there, and in this case we still have the relationship still holds, and the equation, as you can see, in this case would be x plus 7, because that is the x coordinate minus 7, which is p, and q is y minus 2, because 2 is the y coordinate of the centre. So for a circle, centre AB and radius R, we can see that the x coordinate here is A plus this distance there. So this distance here, which we'll call P, is x minus A. So we have x minus A squared, and this distance Q here is the y coordinate of the point there, of the point P, and minus the y coordinate of the centre. So that distance here, Q, is y minus B squared, and if we add x minus A squared to y minus B squared, we get the radius squared by Pythagoras. So that's the equation of a circle, centre AB and radius R. So here I want to find the equation of a circle with centre minus 3, 2 and radius 4. We substitute into this formula, x minus A squared plus y minus B squared equals R squared. We get x minus, and A is minus 3 squared plus y minus, and B is 2, the y coordinate of the centre, and the radius is 4, so that's 4 squared, which is 16. So x plus 3 squared plus y minus 2 squared equals 16. So that's the equation of this circle, but if we expand the brackets, x squared plus 6x plus 9 plus y squared minus 4y plus 4 equals 16, and then write it like this, x squared plus y squared, we've got plus 6x minus 4y, we've got 9 and 4 is 13, and if we subtract 16 from both sides, we have minus 3 equals 0. This is just another form of that equation, so this is also the equation of a circle. And a question often arises, how can we find the centre and radius of a circle when it is in that form? And the answer is, what we must do is complete the square for both x and y. So we would write it like this. Collect the x's together, so x squared plus 6x, and I'll leave a gap, and then I'll get the y's together, y squared minus 4y, and I'm going to add the 3, or I'll just put minus 3 here for the moment. Minus 3 equals 0. So then I complete the square. Okay, so if we want to complete the square for x squared plus 6x, we have to look at this coefficient here, 6, halve it to get 3, and then square 3 to get 9. So we add 9 and then take away 9. So if essentially we're not adding anything, adding 0, because 9 minus 9 is 0. For the y, we've got 4y. We look at the 4 there, halve that, 2, and square that, 4. So add 4, take away 4. And now we collect this bit there and this bit there, because they're complete squares. X squared plus 6x plus 9 is x plus 3 squared. And then we have y squared minus 4y plus 4. That is y minus 2 squared. Then we have the minus 9 here, and minus 4 there, and minus 3 there, and they give you minus 16. So that is minus 16 equals 0. And if we put the 16 on the other side of the equation. We add 16 to both sides. We get x plus 3 squared plus y minus 2 squared equals 16. And we can easily see the centre and radius now, because if we compare it to x plus a squared plus y x minus a squared plus y minus b squared equals r squared, we can see that minus a equals 3 and minus b equals minus 2, and r squared is 16. So a equals minus 3, b equals 2, r equals 4, which gives you a centre of minus 3, 2, and radius 4. Here's another example. Find the centre and radius of a circle with the equation x squared plus y squared plus 4x minus 2y plus 1 equals 0. So first step is to collect the x's together, x squared plus 4x, leave a gap, plus y squared minus 2y, the y's, and then leave a gap, plus 1 equals 0. And then we complete the square. Halve here for x, we halve 4, we get 2, and squared is plus 4, and minus 4. We must add 0. For y, we've got minus 2, half of minus 2 is minus 1, square of minus 1 is plus 1, so add plus 1 and take plus 1. And of course this makes this a perfect square and that a perfect square. So x squared plus 4x plus 4 is x plus 2 squared, y squared minus 2y plus 1 is y minus 1 squared, and then we have this minus 4 there, and minus 1 there, and plus 1 there, which will give us minus 4 equals 0. So x plus 2 squared plus y minus 1 squared is equal to 4 or 2 squared, which gives you a centre of minus 2, 1, because it's x minus a, so x minus minus 2 gives you the x plus 2 there, and it's y minus b, so b would be 1, and radius is equal to 2. That's the end of video 4 on the equation of a circle. Now return to Study Smart to practice.